Hello dear students of class 8 and welcome to another online class of general knowledge. Today we will be doing the fourth lesson from your book Sunlight Therapy. And before I move on with this, I hope that you have completed all the assignments that I have given in the previous three lessons and kept your GK notebooks updated. Please remember, your notebooks will be corrected as soon as the school opens up. Now coming back to the lesson, dear children, you know very well, you have heard from elders, you have read in books that being in sunlight every morning for at least half an hour is very advantageous for us. That's what is referred in the world of medical science and health as sunlight therapy. There is no need to take any medicines, there is no need to undergo any kind of procedure. Only thing you have to do is spend at least half an hour outside in the sunlight. Now it has many benefits. Okay, like most of you know, one benefit, it provides us with vitamin D. Being in sunlight provides us vitamin D. Now there are many of such benefits about which we will be going through with the help of the chapter. So the benefits of being in sunlight, or the benefits of undergoing sunlight therapy, are as follows. The first one is body creates vitamin D. About this I talked just now. The body creates vitamin D when it is exposed to the sun. But question is, what good does it do to our body, right? Creating vitamin D helps the body to absorb calcium from food, and calcium is very much necessary to keep our bones and teeth healthy. Also, it prevents certain diseases that children as well as adults get due to the absence of vitamin D. In children, absence of vitamin D or you can say absence of calcium causes rickets. Ricket means bending bones. Okay, bent bones. And in adults it causes osteoporosis. Weak brittle bones which tend to break very easily or get fractured very easily. Now, second benefit that sunlight therapy provides is that it produces serotonin. 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 Now, those who don't know what serotonin is a hormone produced by our body, a chemical substance produced by our body. It gives us the feeling of relaxation, rejuvenation, and it makes us feel more energetic. So you see, being exposed to mild sunlight under controlled conditions for at least half an hour every day provides our body with the feeling of being energetic, relaxed, and rejuvenated by stimulating the production of serotonin hormone in our body. All right, now the third benefit of sunlight therapy helps in weight loss. Now dear children, exposure to sunlight stimulates our metabolic activities, digestion, circulation, respiration, everything. Every metabolic activity in our body is stimulated. Once stimulated, our body starts using up the excess fat present inside it for increased metabolic activities, and that leads to weight loss. Next one, strengthens cardiovascular system. You see, it enables a proper flow of blood in our body. It enables proper flow of blood in our body as well as proper functioning of the heart. Hence, it makes the cardiovascular system, the circulatory system, strong. Next, provides warmth. It's very simple to understand. Sunlight makes our body warmer. But what does that do? Most important thing that does is it kills the disease causing germ present on the outer layer of the skin. See, every time we don't go out in sun fully jammed and jacketed up, right? Sometimes we just move out with t-shirts and kind of clothing which leaves certain part of our body bare and exposed. There is a very good chance that disease causing germs settle out there. Being in sunlight, being in its warmth, increases the outer temperature, which kills certain disease causing germs and protects our body from various diseases. Next one, prevents cancer. Now, dear children, researchers have shown that exposure to sunlight stimulates our body's immunity or defense mechanism, all right, and that prevents many diseases, especially cancer, especially cancer. So that means if we are spending at least half an hour every day in sunlight, we are actually doing our body and ourselves a favor, because we are keeping a disease like cancer at bay. Now, most of you know very well that if somebody gets cancer, in most of the cases it's game over. The only treatment is chemotherapy, and the after effects of chemotherapy are disastrous. Your body is left frail, weak, and broken even if you survive chemotherapy, and that also doesn't comes at with 100% guarantee that with chemotherapy you will survive. But being in sunlight every day for at least half an hour, by doing that much, you can ensure that your body won't get a life-threatening disease like cancer. Now, moving on to the last one, strengthens excretory system. Children, when we are in sunlight, we don't just idly stand or idly fret out there. When we are out, when we are sunlight, we engage in physical activities. The more and vigorous physical activity we involve in, the more we sweat. And when we sweat, all the waste materials flow out of our epidermal layer, that is our skin, with the help of sweat. The sweat glands stimulate, they produce sweat, and sweat washes away all the internal waste materials out of the body through the skin. So one way we can say, it makes our excretory system strong by helping the body to get rid of, once again I am telling you, it helps the body to get rid of the waste materials in the form of sweat. Now children, let's see what your book has got to say about all these benefits. I'll give you a slide reading explanation. I have already done it. Let's match it up. Number 1, our body creates vitamin D when it is exposed to the sun. It absorbs the calcium from food and helps keep our bones healthy. It protects children from rickets and adults from osteoporosis. Number 2, the production of serotonin increases when our body is exposed to sun. We feel happier and more energetic when we enjoy sunlight for at least half an hour every day. You can say serotonin helps our body feel energetic, rejuvenated, and that way we feel happier. Third one, the sunlight helps losing weight by increasing the metabolic rate through the stimulation of thyroid gland. It activates the thyroid gland. Because of that, our body's metabolic rate increases. Once the metabolic rate increases, it starts burning additional fat, excess fat present in our body, to make up for the increased metabolic rate, and that way we undergo weight loss. Fourth, sensible exposure to the sun improves blood circulation and controls blood pressure. Not only it makes our circulatory system healthier, it also controls blood pressure. Now, you know, nowadays blood pressure is one problem which almost all the people suffer from. Either it's low blood pressure or high blood pressure. and the people with high blood pressure are at a very high risk of stroke or heart attack. So being in sunlight for half an hour every day helps prevent that. It makes our cardiovascular system stronger. Next, the sun helps to warm our muscles. Ease means cure stiffness and reduce the pain caused by bone diseases. See, automatically when the body is getting warm, not only are the germs present on the epidermal layer dying away, but as it is stated in your book, warmth helps reduce the pain. Warm makes us feel better, especially most of us who are suffering from back pain, joint pain, or any kind of bone pain. Not only that, it reduces the stiffness of bones. It makes our bone feel more lighter, more flexible. And number 6, regular and controlled exposure to sun has a preventive effect against life-threatening disease called cancer. Like I told you before, regular but control. It doesn't mean you'll go out in the morning and you'll just stay till the sun goes down out only. Regular and controlled. Half an hour every day early in the morning. That's a better way to summarize sunlight therapy. Half an hour every day early in the morning. If you are what do you call walking in sunlight, your body immune system will develop, and that way your body will be able to prevent a life-threatening disease known as cancer. Number 7, playing in the sun makes us sweat. This help our body remove waste through our skin. I told you before, it improves our excretory system, the body system through which waste material is thrown out of the body. Now, most of the maximum of the waste materials are removed through sweat, but only if we are working in sunlight. We are spending half an hour every day in sunlight. Now these were 7 benefits. There is one more additional: produces melatonin. Produces melatonin. Now melatonin, like serotonin, is also a hormone. Melatonin, like serotonin, is also an hormone. It helps to regulate sleep. Controlled production of melatonin in the body helps us get a good night of relaxing sleep. Understood? Nowadays, most of the people suffer from insomnia. It's a disease of sleeplessness. We spend late times at night and we don't get any sleep. It's because we spend so much time outside in sunlight that our body is not able to produce melatonin. Now, though melatonin is produced in our body at night, it's because of our activities and exposure to sunlight during the day that melatonin is produced. It means if we spend controlled amount of time in sunlight during the day, our body is able to produce controlled amount of melatonin at night, and this controlled production of melatonin regulates our sleep. It not only gives us a satisfying sleep but also makes our body feel relaxed once the sleep is over. Most of you, when you get up in the morning, you don't feel good, you feel tired, you feel like not leaving the bed. That's because of lesser production of melatonin. This can be prevented, dear children, if we spend half an hour in the morning every day out. Now children, though it is the period of lockdown, and from today onwards our lockdown in the country enters its 4th phase, and most of you have been told again and again and again, stay indoors, stay indoors, stay indoors. But you can take proper precautions like wearing a mask, and you can go for walk or short play out in sunlight. But remember, not long, half an hour every day. That's the summary of sunlight therapy. Now, dear children, as far as your assignment goes, I will be providing you the pick of the board. Your work is to write all these benefits of sunlight therapy in your GK notebook and learn them by heart. Remember, this is important for your test. Thank you very much. Stay safe.